Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yessik here again today, and I am grooving out to this music. This was not here the other day, and now that I've said I'm grooving out to it, it's gone. So, how about all that? So today, I'm going to be trying to build the bridges. And to do that, what I'm going to start by doing, I found this nice little island down here in which I want to build my castle. However, I have not yet figured out how to build stairs downwards, or if it's even possible. So what I'm going to do is take these 5 guys who I've put into mining and build a mine to level out the area, basically. So let's see if I can do that. So I don't want to mine too deep or else I will fall through the bottom of the earth, but let's do it that way. And that's the mine I want, guys. Can you get that for me? Can you do that? Oh, problems. Oh, bother. Oh, there we go. Now they all seem to be mining. So let's see how this goes. I might actually have to edit out some of this video. But until then, until I decide that, I'm just going to talk to you guys about my experiences with the game so far. I had a really hard time last night, which is when it came out. But now that I've spent a tiny bit more time with it, I'm really enjoying myself. Like, I knew I would enjoy myself, but I'm finding the controls to be more manageable. I'm finding my ability to look around to be much improved. Basically, my ability to control the interface here is what I was having a hard time with, but seems to be better now. Let me just check on this mine again, make sure it's covering all the area I need it to. Yes, it seems to be. Yeah, that should be perfect. So the other bonus to digging out this big mine is that I'm going to be gathering a lot of rock as materials, which is really excellent because I'm going to need that to build my bridge and my castle afterwards. So I'm going to actually turn the day-night cycle off and turn the volume down on this game because it's really grating now since it's just crickets, like, really loud. I hope XSplit was actually recording because it opened up a menu. Okay, everyone froze there for a bit. If I click off screen, in Castle Story, it tends to freeze absolutely everything. So I'm going to have to turn down my volume now because this is really grating. I'm going to turn the day-night cycle back on just so hopefully night ends eventually, and just so you can kind of see the scenery. And while speaking of the scenery, let's check out the sunset. I'll do a little fly over here. Yeah, here we go. And here's our beautiful world. So you can tell even just the starting island, the prototype island as they call it, is quite large, quite expansive. So let's scroll up here. See everything available. Unfortunately, a lot of the tree clusters right now are unmineable, so I just can't do anything with them. Like this tree cluster over here. You know, I might notice I cut down a few just here, but the tree cluster further on, like here, is completely uncuttable. So is the tree cluster over here, which was my initial location to build a castle. And god damn, that is loud. Okay, turning down the system volume. When it becomes day again and the crickets stop, I'm going to turn that all back up. So I should also mention that just because it's a prototype and because I want good streaming quality, I have turned the volume down to minimum. Or not the volume, the quality not down to minimum, but down to like medium instead of high. Just because it's very hard to... Oh, I'm going to need more wood. Okay. You... lumberjack area right here. Yeah, I'm going to need more wood, and I'm going to need more stockpiles. So... You erase, yes. So this is the only way to adjust things properly right now. I'm also going to need one builder. And hopefully I can make him somebody who doesn't have supplies right now. So you can tell all my miners are just standing around. One of them's got stuck. So let's turn him into a builder. No, you get away from there. You are now a builder. Build for me, my angel of music. Okay, sorry about that. Moving on over, this guy's going to cut down trees now, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. Still having a bit of a hard time with the navigation here. Apparently the logging guy has absolutely no logs he can currently cut. So let's increase this range until he does have logs he can cut. One tree he can cut. Lovely. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 15, 20, 22, 37 trees. There we go. And we'll get this builder to build a bunch more stockpiles, which unfortunately, since we're not building, we just need to place tons of right now. And like I said last episode, I'm just placing them quite far apart because the bricktons at this moment tend to get stuck in them a lot. Also, just the areas to place them are pretty limited. Like, I can't place it here. Can't place it there. So it can be quite hard to get your stockpiles arranged properly in this game so far. I'm sure that will be corrected in the future. So now I have my nice little operation set up. I hope it isn't too dark for you guys. If not, if it is, you can just turn up your brightness on your monitor. So far, actually, I don't like the day-night cycle because I find the night cycle to be much too dark. So it's going to take me a while to get used to that, or they're going to have to adjust it. So to deselect here, you just hold right-click and press back, and that will deselect the stockpiles for me, so I don't have to deal with them anymore. Now, let's see. Still have to go quite a bit deeper there, so I might actually cut this episode here and come back when it's done. Then again, I might not. Let's just see how long I can keep up talking about the game. It is rather slow-paced, and so far it's just construction, just building. But I'm assuming later on there's going to be more story elements, there's going to be versus play, there's going to be cooperative play, and that's all going to be a lot of fun. Maybe kingdom versus kingdom, you can have like wars across islands. That's what I was really looking forward to me and my friends building like one castle there and one castle across the island, then just building catapults, loading them up with explosives and hurling them at each other. See whose castle stands up best. Let's get in a bit closer. Do I need more of these? Do I still have lots? Let's see. Let's construct a few anyways. Okay, he's still making 4 of those. What? I don't want that. Okay, there we go. Had me concerned for a while. So let's just get him to build a lot more of these. Keep him busy. Have stockpiles everywhere. When I get to actually making stuff, I'll have lots of space, lots of stone, lots of wood. And that's all for the best. Unfortunately, now the actual stockpiles are getting pretty full. The miners have to go considerably further to actually get... I have an idea. Let's make this woodman a miner again. I always have it if I want him back to getting more wood. So I'm going to erase this. Select him. Deselect what I have selected now. Oh, Jesus. Go to building, then deselect it. Go to axes. So that's another nice little tip. If you can't get rid of your item, go back to the tab which you use to choose the item, then you can get rid of it. So I'm really hoping the night cycle will end soon so I have daylight. I feel like I'm just commentating on like nothing going on. Like, here's some bricks. Enjoy them, bitch. So now we have 4 miners again, and hopefully this will go a bit faster. I'm actually going to take the builder and make him a miner as well. And just get as many people mining as possible so I can level out this ground as fast as possible. Or else I'll have to cheat and use debug mode. Deselect! Okay. What I wanted to do there was adjust the view to see how well it's going. Sorry if this is disorienting at all. It should be over pretty fast. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to click space, click here. I've made it about 1/3 of the way. That's no good. I might have to try to build a downward stair after all. Oh well, at least the Bricktrons seem to be enjoying themselves, working all day, all night. Oh, do I see dawn? That isn't how I adjust the camera. Do I see dawn? Well, the sun's set over there, so the sun must be rising behind me. It's getting lighter. It's working! It's working! Name the reference. For 50 Yessik points. Psst. Yessik points are worth nothing. No. That's kind of annoying. I end up opening the menu a lot if I hold right click while I'm trying to adjust the camera. Either way, dawn seems to be coming. That means I can keep this Let's Play going. Let's actually enter debug mode here. It's kind of screwed up my game last time, but whatever, I'll try it. Debug mode. No, don't press return to game yet. Go here, I'll spawn a few more Bricktrons. I'm not currently sure how to do that without using debug mode. So let's just spawn you, spawn you, spawn you, spawn you. Oh my god, is he going to fall off the edge? Okay. A few of them appear to be a bit too roly-poly. Roly-poly-oly. Okay. So, as far as I know, like I said last episode, that's the only way to spawn extra Bricktrons. If anyone knows differently, please correct me. Nemo appears to be having lots of trouble there, but when does he not have trouble? Like, who are the Nemos you know? Nemo in Neverland, Finding Nemo. Nemo's always in trouble. No exception. So, I want one of you... Oh, okay. One of you being a forester, one of you being a construction worker, and the construction worker, I want to build tons more of these. So, basically making sure I don't run out of space, don't run out of stockpiles, keep the work going. The rest I'm going to assign to mining, because I really want to get this mining job done as fast as possible, and have a bridge built by the end of this episode. Although I'm not sure how well that's going to work out for me. I'll see. You can see I'm getting a pretty good grid pattern built here, except for that last one, which didn't want to build. So, that should do the trick. Got a lot of those now, and the last 4 unassigned Bricktrons, going to control click them. I'm going to deselect this on second thought. So deselecting that. Then I'm going to control click all the Bricktrons. And move them right the hell over to this mine. So now I have 9 people in the mine. That should really speed up the progress. This sunrise is taking forever. Let's check out the progress on that. Rise faster, son! I'm getting really sick of these crickets. You know what? Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna turn up the crickets for you guys. Here, enjoy the goddamn crickets. Yeah, crickets. Fuck that. Okay. Oh, I paused the game. No, I never should have done that. I'm so sorry. Left a good job in the nowhere. Like, where did the Bricktrons even come from? They just... Did they just, like, evolve? Were they not living in trees before? Is this like a caveman culture that just decided to start building castles suddenly? The Bricktrons need a backstory, man. Can't deal with it without a backstory. Anyways, they're making good progress here. Lots of them working. Lots of them mining. I'm going to check out the mine again. See. For some reason I have the feeling they're not mining where I want them to. So let's... Thing is, it's so hard to see in this light. Yeah, they're definitely going to get there eventually. They've made it down 3 blocks so far. And that's not that bad. I need them to make it down like 4 more blocks. I might need to make more Bricktron miners. The thing is, I'm not sure if they can actually continue to mine after they've run out of storage space, which they are definitely going to do, because if you look here, there is a lot of Storage already used up. Tons of storage. So now it appears to be more dawn than it was before. Oh man, it's weird. Looking over at my screen, looking at the XSplit screen, the XSplit screen is actually considerably lighter. And yes, I am using XSplit to record this. I find it is the simplest way to record my voice and video at the same time. It doesn't come up with the absolute best quality, but it comes up with way better quality than a lot of things. So this spawn icon used to be considerably lower than it is now. I'm not sure what's up with that. Ah, I can zoom out from it right there. There we go. So that's where you're actually looking right now, where you're actually controlling. If I were to spawn Bricktrons or place something, I'd place them at that level. So to zoom in and out from that, you hold spacebar and you use the zoom. And that's all. And then if you zoom without that, you'll be controlling. If you zoom or move around without the scroll wheel, you'll be moving around with this stuck in place. So just hold space, zoom out, and then you can adjust that. Tutorialization for the win. So hopefully these miners can make quick work of this. Wonder how to time-lapse a video. That might be a good skill for me to develop. Because this is not quick work. This might be the very opposite of quick work. Okay, so let's go zoom down to here. Adjust my view so... Whoa! Okay, adjust my view so that I'm looking forward. Scroll up so I'm looking right in the center of an island. So pretty much only a few more levels until I can get there. That shouldn't be too hard. So my one construction guy is building the hell out of these platforms down here. You know, the control work for actually adjusting your view could really use some work, because my builder is having a hard time with it. Why don't I spawn a couple more Bricktrons, get this to go even faster. Back into debug mode. Press exit. I know I'm repeating myself, but make sure you do not press oh man, okay. Let's spawn this guy on the ground, be a nice guy. That isn't on the ground, okay. Is this on the ground? Yeah. Got some more Bricktrons going. Now I have several unassigned Bricktrons. Can assign a second to construction, and the rest to mining. Now let's see how many can mine at once before they all just get in each other's way. Apparently these three... Oh, I have 4 who are unassigned. So you can have a maximum of 12 people in a mining group. That's nice to know, actually. That's probably so they don't get in each other's way. So I'm going to take these 4 and put them into the construction group, because I'll need several of them later. And unfortunately they've run out of jobs to do, and I'm still in debug mode, so I will exit that. Only option right now, by the way, you can't turn down game audio or anything. Didn't I leave debug mode? There we go. Now I'll go back to the builders and build a lot more of these. Again, make sure they're spaced out. In some of my early trials, I've had Bricktrons get stuck in between these. Even with 1 space between them, I always make sure there's 2 spaces between them on every side. Or I try to anyways. Sometimes I misclick and I only recently found out how to delete, which I will also share with you. So, if you assign a job and you do not want it done, all you have to do is hold shift, and you can have anything selected. You hold shift and then you click. So it's just shift clicking. Easy enough. Unfortunately there's no manuals for this yet or guides, so a lot of people have been asking my help for that. And I've posted it, and now I've set it. So, just place several more of these. I have too many materials! But it looks like they're almost getting there. Always make sure you deselect before you leave and go into a different category. So let's hold space, right click, look up. Oh, this takes so long! Let's follow this guy for a bit, see the day in the life of a Bricktron. Up close, the graphics are actually quite nice. They scale really well. This will also be good practice for me for navigating. No! Come back here! My god, they can walk straight through trees. They can jump rooftop to rooftop and get their friends free cable. It's badass. Yeah, this is good practice for getting all your controls together. Just observe one or two Bricktrons really up close and try to follow them around. You have to choose the right angle because it's really hard to adjust angles. You have to hold right click and space and nothing else, and it's tough. And it's fun watching these guys work and fun watching them up close. So 12 people in a mining group, huh? It might have been better if I put 2 mining groups together. Apparently it takes them different amounts of time to mine through different materials, which I was not expecting to be a feature available in this game yet, so that's kind of nice. I wonder if our one lumberjack is still keeping up with all the construction workers. Let's check that out. Do I still have wood stockpiles, or do I have lots of idle guys because there aren't enough lumberjacks? Well, there appear to be a lot of idle guys, so let's go to construction. Those guys are all construction. Let's make like 3 of them lumberjacks. And I think the other problem might be that the lumberjack isn't actually cutting anything anymore. Let's check that out. There are 11 trees, so increase that radius. There we go. Now I've got some of them available, and pretty soon I will have wood available too, because right now, as you can see, I have no stockpiles with wood on them at all. So I'm going to increase this a bit more, make sure there's like 100 trees available. NB trees, whatever that stands for. And then my construction guys will all get back to work on nothing, because all of these platforms are built already. Jesus Christ, okay. More construction! I can't even believe this. This is ludicrous. I got so many supplies that you don't even want to know how many supplies I've got. You know, I do not require additional resources. I maybe need Vespine gas, but I do not... Oh Jesus, I'm mixing up my RTS lines now. I think I might be doing like the old-fashioned... what was the first RTS I played? Not... Red Alert! Red Alert was it. So now I have all my construction workers actually doing their thing. And this is getting gradually closer and closer. So, if you want, you can skip to like mid-video now. I'll probably just be talking about nothing or random stuff. Deselecting, making sure to always deselect. And then adjusting my camera angle. And we're getting very close now. 12 miners do the job rather quick. So next episode, what do I plan to do? Next episode, I actually plan to make like a good scale castle. I will mine out this whole section of trees, even if I have to do it one tree at a time. Like I told you earlier, a lot of the trees are unharvestable unless you do them one at a time in this game. So that's unfortunate. But if I clear out those trees, I should have a fairly good location for a decently large castle. Or maybe I should actually go with this second location here and make it a bit higher up, level the ground a bit. But here would be closer to all my resources. And yeah, let's get one of the lumberjacks here and actually manually assign him to cutting these trees, because these will never actually get cut. So where's my selected lumberjack? Oh, he's currently carrying a piece of wood. Is he going to put that down? Did I just interrupt his job and he'll never get back to it? Because that would kind of suck. Okay, so I'm going to watch that guy, make sure he puts down the log before I choose him. Or maybe I'll get a different one. This guy seems closest to actually storing his log, so... Now I'll get this guy, get him to manually cut trees. I might actually unassign him from the forestry group, just so he doesn't go back to his job every time. So it takes about 3-4 swings of the axe to actually get a tree down, and then you can assign them another tree. So that's the way to get around it. Make sure all your other guys are doing things so you're not wasting time. And then just take one and manually cut down every tree. And let's watch him up close, just for the hell of seeing these cute little guys cut down wood. Ah! Or, you know, just not. Either one. He appears to be hidden. Apparently they do not need to cut in the direction that the tree is actually facing. Nifty. By the way, I do actually use the word nifty all the time. This may actually also be a fast way of harvesting lots of trees at a time, because if you have a forestry group, they'll automatically go after fallen logs before they go after cutting trees. So this might be a really fast way if you really quickly need extra wood. And wood, in this situation, I'll show you what it can build right after I'm finished cutting these trees. Right after I'm finished. I'm not sure why I'm still getting just crickets as sound. Kinda sucks. I was getting some awesome music to start with here. Oh no! My resources! Tiger's defenses! So I still have plenty of storage spaces? Yep, tons of them. And 3 guys who are just standing around, not able to build because they ran out of things to build. So let's build a few more of these. Here, 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 here. And then let's cancel this one because if I don't, they're going to go nuts. Shift, Shift click. Yes! Okay. So now I have my builders who are all idle. Hopefully, oh, they managed to pick up trees, didn't they? Oh no, those are probably my foresters. So let's go check up on the progress of the mine again. Making sure always to deselect. Having my one idle guy there. Fortunately, I cannot drag him into the miner group. I wish I could, so I could speed up the process even a bit more. But let's check up on this. Main problem, like I said, is that I do not know how to build downwards. So, if I go take a look at my miner, it's going to take about 4 more levels before it's actually all the way down. Wonder if I can make a secondary mining group in the exact same place. Let's check that out. Hopefully, this is a good experiment because I'll see how good their AI is in this situation, see if they can avoid completely destroying each other and really fucking everything up. So let's just mine down. Mine down. I should have done this in the first place. Let's mine down in a more narrow place. So that's done. Now let's take this guy here and put him in the second mining group. And let's also take a couple of our construction guys. Control, click, 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 click. And also throw them in this mining group and see if this works. Apparently the mine didn't actually select itself. So that might be a fail-safe to make sure that what I'm doing right now does not happen. Okay, so I'm still selecting, which I do not want to do, because it's making me lag to hell. So I've selected a mine, and are they getting to work? No, they are not. And really the game doesn't appreciate what I'm doing, so I'm going to just cancel this entirely. Maybe what I should have done is actually use the tunnel tool. So let's close this mining group entirely. I have 3 mining groups now. I don't want that at all, because it's really making my system lag here. It's not making the actual Bricktrons lag, it's just making my mouse lag, so that's a rather interesting thing. So while we're doing nothing... Oh, I forgot to turn off the day-night cycle while it was day. Damn! So I have 5 inactive Bricktrons right now, and while we're just kind of doing some random stuff, let's work with the tunnel tool and see how that does anything. So I'm going to create a new mining tab, and in this mining tab I'm going to try to make a tunnel. Now I don't know how this selection tool works at all, or if it works at all. Create a tunnel. That just tells me to create a tunnel. So apparently the tunnel tool does not work in the slightest. Oh, add blocks. Edit mode, remove blocks, add stairs. Okay, so that's interesting. Apparently I have a lot of actions available to me when I actually create a tunnel mode. Unfortunately, I don't know what any of them do. I'll have to do some experimentation with that. Exit, yes. And this one, I'm actually going to move all the inactive Brictrons into it. So I don't have... I do have something selected right now. I have to deselect that. Always cancel current selection. Then I can select Brictrons. Or no, I can't. You know, either one. Okay, I still have this selected too, so back. Now select my Brictrons. This could have been the reason I couldn't make a tunnel. So let's see what I can do here. Tunneling tool. Create a tunnel. Create it over here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to bring this episode to a close. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to continue with my bridge building next time on Let's Play Castle Story. Bye.